You know, the white supremacists love to try to throw, this, make black people the face of government assistance. But black people is not the face of government assistance. They're not the face of food stamps. Remember, Ronald Reagan tried to call black women welfare queens and all of that. But the real welfare queens is them folks. That's the real welfare queens. Case in point. Check out this clip.
Whites are the biggest group receiving food aid, and the United States spends more on food aid for whites than for any other racial group.
Now, I've said this many times before. The reason why you still have food stamps, the reason why you still have Section 8, the reason why you still have welfare, Medicaid, and all these different programs is because it benefited them folks. If they had any kind of program that specifically benefited black people, that program wouldn't even last not even 6 months. The welfare, the food stamps, all of that is to give a leg up to those rural white folk that live in these rural states and don't make no money so they can stay, quiet and go along with the system of white supremacy. Because the Republicans always talk about cutting food stamps, cutting welfare, cutting, and then they want to use black folks as the face of it, right? But I'll tell them this. I always say this, hey, you want to cut food stamps, go ahead, cut it. Cut it all, go ahead. Because one thing I know about my people, we'll be good. Because at one point in time in this country, there was no food stamps, there was no welfare, there was no nothing. And black people ate and black people survived. We don't need anything like that. Them folks have been given everything and they still can't make it. They've been given free land. They stole black people's land through terrorism. They stole black people's homes. I mean, for instance, like Slocum, Texas, one city, how they went, attacked, and ran black people out of their homes. And where they had to escape terrorism into the woods. And what did these folks do? They took their homes. They took their homes. Same thing in Black Wall Street, stealing their things or whatever. These people they always talk about merit. They have never done nothing about merit. Never. They couldn't exist if everything was built on merit and equal competition and just everything equal. Because that's what black folks have always said. It's like, let's just make everything equal. We don't want preferential treatment. We just say everybody just be equal and let everybody compete. Well, see, they can't compete. Because they know if it comes down to competition, they gonna sink to the bottom. They know that. They not silly. That's why they got to keep them in a position that's not even earned and fake created, because it is fake. Their position is fake. And our position is fake too. We're not naturally in this position being at the bottom. This was created and manufactured by them to keep us at the bottom. Just like their position has been manufactured by them to keep them there.
Whites are the biggest group receiving food aid, and the United States spends more on food aid for whites than for any other racial group.
What?
Black folks and white folks, their position is manufactured completely on both ends of the spectrum. They can't stand when you can kind of worm your way out of that preset condition they want for black folk and do very well, because they're like, oh my God, wait a minute, we need to tweak that system. No black folks supposed to be making this kind of money and making millions of dollars. No, Because you got black folks that's making a bag right now. That's why they got to try to feel like, oh, okay, let's take affirmative action away. Let's take this away. Let's take that away. These black folks are scaling up a little too fast. But in the end, it's going to hurt them. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like I say, always know that all those government programs, you better lead them folks are leading the charge. It's not black folks.